Hello travelers, welcome back to Destinations Made Easy. Today, we're exploring France, but not the same old list of cliches. I've handpicked 20 unique, unforgettable experiences from coastlines to castles, from lavender fields to soaring cliffs. Each stop is full of character, flavor, and a story you'll want to tell over and over. So buckle up, grab your coffee, and let's go discover France the adventurous way. 1. Calanque d'Envov, kayak through turquoise coves. Start your trip in the south, near Marseille, where towering limestone cliffs hide hidden beaches called calanques. Rent a kayak at Cassis and paddle into the narrow inlet of Calanque d'Envov. The water surprises you first, not dark blue, but a nearly electric turquoise that glows in the sun. Feel the scrape of your paddle, the smell of salt and pine, and cliffs rising like cathedral walls on both sides. Bring water shoes, the pebbled beach is rough, and shade is limited. 2. Mont Saint-Michel at sunrise. Watch the tides move a city. Next, head to the north coast for a sunrise worth getting up for. Arrive before dawn, and watch Mont Saint-Michel emerge from mist as the tide retreats. During low tide, you can walk the sand flats, but go with a guide. The mud and quicksand are real. When the tide comes back in, the island turns into a fortress floating on the sea. Listen for church bells and feel the medieval stones glow orange in morning light. 3. Colmar, a fairytale canal town up in Alsace. Colmar is all half-timber houses, window boxes, and canals that reflect pastel facades like watercolor. Wander the cobblestone streets, visit local wine shops, and try an Alsatian tart flambe, thin, crispy, and perfect. If you're there at Christmas, the markets feel like stepping into a traditional storybook. 4. Route des Grands Alpes, drive over the roof of France. For a driving thrill, tackle the Route des Grands Alpes. This route climbs over multiple mountain passes with hairpin turns and vistas that make you gasp. Plan for a few days, stop in tiny alpine villages, taste mountain cheese, and snap photos at lookout points where clouds sit below you. In summer, wildflowers dot the meadows. In autumn, golden larches set the slopes on fire. 5. Dune du Pilat, climb Europe's giant sand mountain. On the Atlantic coast sits the Dune du Pilat, Europe's tallest sand dune. Climb to the top and turn. The view is cinematic. Pine forest on one side, ocean on the other. Bring sunscreen and a light scarf. The wind whips the sand into little storms. At sunset, the slope glows amber and the ocean becomes a silver ribbon. 6. Gouffre de Patarac, explore an underground river. Beneath the Lot Valley you'll find the Gouffre de Patarac, the huge chasm with an underground river. Descend by elevator, then step into silence and cool clarity. Board a small boat and glide past stalactites and mirrored waters lit in soft colors. It feels like entering a secret cathedral formed over millions of years. 7. Saint-Emilion, sip wine in medieval cellars. In Bordeaux's rolling hills, Saint-Emilion offers more than wine tasting, it offers time. Explore stone streets and underground cellars carved into the limestone bedrock. Visit a family chateau, taste an aged Bordeaux, and ask the winemaker how this vintage compares to last year. Pair it with local cheese or a plate of slow-cooked duck, perfection. 8. Provence lavender, cycle or walk through purple seas. Head to Provence in June or July for lavender season. Drive or cycle small country lanes lined with purple waves. The scent is unforgettable, floral and calming. Stop at a small distillery to learn how lavender becomes essential oil, soap, or sachets. Early morning or late afternoon light makes every photo glow. 9. As walk medieval paths above the Riviera. Perched above the Quai d'Azur, as is a cliffside village of narrow alleys and panoramic gardens. Walk the Nietzsche Trail down to the sea if you're fit. It's steep but spectacular. At the top, visit the exotic garden for cacti, succulents, and views that stretch to Monaco. 10. Etretat Cliffs, natural stone arches on the Normandy coast. In Normandy, the chalk cliffs of Etretat rise dramatically from the sea, carved into perfect arches. Walk the cliff paths and time your visit with the tide. From the beach below, the scale is jaw-dropping. Bring a windbreaker. The Atlantic wind here feels like fresh adrenaline. 11. Unsee a paddle or sail on a mirror lake. Unsee sits beside a jewel of a lake that mirrors the Alps. Rent a paddleboard or small sailboat and drift past swans and villas. On land, the old towns, canals, and flowered bridges make for easy wandering and delicious cafe stops. 12. Chateau de Chambord. Lose yourself in a Renaissance labyrinth. The Loire Valley Chambord is more than a chateau. It's a theatrical display of architecture. Climb the famous double helix staircase and get lost in rooms dripping with history. Explore the estate's forest by bike. On a clear day, you can spot deer grazing like scenes from a painting. 13. Paraglide over the Alps. Fly like a bird. For serious adrenaline, book a paragliding flight over the Alps near Annecy or Chamonix. You walk off a mountain, feel the harness take your weight, and then silence and a slow, floating view of ridgelines and lakes. It's peaceful and exhilarating all at once. 14. Roussillon. Walk in a rainbow of ochre. Roussillon's cliffs and trails are painted in every shade of red, orange, and gold. Follow the ochre path and notice how the light changes color on the clay. It's a photographer's dream and a tactile experience. You can feel the pigment underfoot. 15. Pink Granite Coast. Brittany's surreal shoreline. Brittany's Cape de Granite Rose has rocks that blush pink in the sun. Sail among sculpted boulders and take coastal paths that lead to hidden coves. The coastline feels wild and ancient. Seabirds and wind are your constant companions. 16. Carcassonne. Walk the medieval ramparts. Carcassonne is a fully restored medieval fortress with towers and ramparts you can walk. Wander the narrow streets inside the walls, discover artisan shops, and sample hearty southwestern dishes in candlelit taverns. At night, the lights make the walls glow like a storybook castle. 17. Cascades du Harrison. Hike a waterfall trail. In Jura, the Cascades du Harrison offers 30 waterfalls along a trail through mossy forest. Take the loop trail and keep your camera ready. The falls are dramatic and varied, from thin vales to roaring sheets. Bring waterproof shoes and a picnic to enjoy near a pool. 18. Hot air balloon over the Loire, dawn from above. Float above the Loire Valley at sunrise while Chateau peek through morning mist. The basket rises slowly, vineyards unfold beneath you, and the world hushes. It's the kind of memory that lingers, gentle, quiet, and impossibly beautiful. 19. Lion food crawl. Eat like a local. Lyon is often called France's gastronomic heart. Join a food crawl through traboules, hidden passages used by silk workers, and stop at Bouchons for local specialties, quenelles, andouillettes, and silky pâté. Finish with a stroll along the Rhine, full and happy. 20. Rocamadour, a vertical pilgrim town. Rocamadour hangs on a cliff above a ravine, a historic pilgrimage site with chapels and steep stairways. Walk the sacred way, explore chapels carved into the rock, and look down at terraced fields far below. The scale and devotion here give the town a powerful, humbling atmosphere. France is a country of contrasts, from turquoise calanques to snow-capped peaks, from lavender plains to medieval fortresses. If you're planning a trip, mix a major city with slower regional stops. Rent a car for the countryside, use trains between cities, and always try a local specialty in each region. The food tells the story. And remember, the best moments often happen in the unscripted pauses between attractions, a cafe corner, a roadside viewpoint, an unexpected market. If you love this list, smash that like button, subscribe for more travel guides, and drop a comment. Which French adventure are you adding to your bucket list? Thanks for exploring with destinations made easy. Until next time, safe travels and keep your sense of wonder alive.